Hello, everyone. I am so grateful that you are joining me today on this Monday and this episode of Three Things on Monday podcast with Stephanie Strong. And I am lifting up three words today. That is be happy now. So whether you are listening or you're watching the video broadcast, I am happy and grateful that you are here. And today we are talking about being happy, not tomorrow, not when things are perfect, but now. Be happy now. And so we don't have to wait. We don't have to wait until everything is ideal and lined up to be happy now. We can choose to be happy. So we're going to talk about that today. But I'd like to start off with some of the ways that people are experiencing unhappiness. And so these are just some lists that I put together. I'm sure there are more, and I will invite you to share more as I progress. So one of the things that I thought about is at the top of my list is what people are thinking, what they are saying, what they are believing, and what they are doing. And so when there's disunity and discord in your thoughts, in your beliefs, in your assumptions, your habits, all of this going on inside your mind can create unhappiness. When there's discord, disunity or misalignment can create feelings of unhappiness. Number two, when people are not experiencing a sense of accomplishment, or I use air quotes, failure. When people feel that they have failed, that can create feelings of unhappiness. Issues on their job. You know that I think it's number one cause of unhappiness. Like people are going through on their jobs, and whatever issues people are facing on their jobs, maybe it's their job performance, maybe it's a lack of pay, perhaps it's they're not able to advance in their careers, whatever the situation, it may be the workplace culture. You know, that's a sore spot for me, for those who know, right? Workplace culture, whatever the reason, being unhappy on your job is a real place. So issues on their job. Number four, a lack of motivation. When people have a lack of motivation or a lack of inspiration, that can create unhappiness. Number five, disappointment. When we are disappointed, that can generate feelings of unhappiness. And another one that I listed, this is number six, perceived impending doom. There are some folk, God bless them, who are walking around as though they have their own personal dark cloud. No matter where they go, where they show up, there's doom and gloom. And perhaps there's some other things that may need to be addressed with that. Relationship woes. We all know when relationship woes we're in the throes of what relationship woes that can create unhappiness. That's a real place. Finances, when the finances are not right, that can create unhappiness. Feelings of being disconnected, loneliness, isolation. Those are real issues that generate feelings of unhappiness when people, we're created to be in community. And when you don't have a community of people around you, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, social groups, whatever that might be, that can create feelings of unhappiness. So this is just a list of ways that I have seen unhappiness show up, not only in my life, yes, but also in the lives of other people. So what about you? Where has unhappiness shown up in your life? Or what are some ways that you believe people are unhappy? And I would love to hear from you. So wherever you are listening to this podcast, or if you're watching it, please, by all means, add your comments. Add your responses in the comment section. And I will check all the platforms, all the social media platforms to see where you may be experiencing unhappiness or where you have observed others experiencing unhappiness. All right. So now that we've talked about ways unhappiness show up, let's talk about some of the benefits of being happy. Some of the benefits of being happy. Number one, positive emotions associated with happiness. You know, Negativity is so strong. You know how you do something that's positive and you might share that with someone, I dare say the wrong person, and then the first thing that comes out of their mouth is something negative. It's just like, oh man, it's just a killjoy. Well, just as much as negativity is a killjoy, positive emotions can neutralize negative emotions associated with unhappiness. So if you want to neutralize unhappiness, you have to be able to generate some positive emotions. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Positive being, I like to think of myself as happy. I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I've been this way all my life. I like being happy. I choose to be happy. I'm not always happy, but I choose happiness. But it's also about positive being. And when a person has a sense of positive being, they see, set, and excel at their goals. And I'm not saying this is a be all and end all, but it better positions them to be able to achieve their goals. They strive high, and their optimism propels them forward to be able to perform at their best and maximize their potential. Real talk, people. This idea of being positive and being happy, it's not a coat that you take on and take off. It's about being. That's another podcast, but I will cover it. So let's go on with happiness is infectious, it's contagious. Think about the light that people bring into a space, right? So happy people generate good energy. And guess what? People are attracted to good energy. Happy people attract happy people. And sometimes happy people attract people who are not so happy, but who are looking to be happy. And I'm saying we, for all you happy people out there, we love to be happy and we want other people to be happy, like seriously. And so that's just another way to be happy. Choose to be happy, be around people who are happy, right? And generate your own sense of happiness. All right, number 4, happiness is a choice. Remember I said earlier, I choose to be happy. You can choose to be happy. Happiness is a choice. Those who choose to be happy seek ways to bounce back. And it's not to say that happy people are always happy, but they seek out ways to get their happiness back. I got to go get my happy. And happy for me is just being in a place of contentment and joy. Although joy is the long game, happiness can help promote joy. All right. Being happy helps people to be more creative. It's true. Happy people look for, we're constantly looking for ways to elevate happiness. So look for ways to elevate your happiness. And another one that I almost missed this one. Being happy also means that you are being open-minded. So if you have found yourself unhappy and you are closed-minded, or you are only able to see things in one and unilaterally or just in one direction, open your mind. Let go of attachments. Let go of, the results. Results matter in some instances, but just be open, be flexible. Be fluid, be flexible. All right, I'm on number 7, and this is the last one I'm going to share. Studies show that people who practice being happy add to their own quality of life. It's true. Physiologically happy just changes the dynamics of your mind, body, and spirit. So those are just a few ways or a few benefits of being happy. Now, I want to invite you to imagine you have a happiness meter. So if you need to close your eyes, but picture in your mind that you have a happiness meter. When I see a happiness meter, I see red and green, and I see this meter going like this. All right. So the meter goes from 0 to 10, very unhappy to very happy, 10 being very happy, 0 being very unhappy. So close your eyes. Where do you find your meter? Like, what range is your meter? Is your meter 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 8 to 10, 0 to 3. No judgment, just asking for you to do your own inventory about your happiness. So think about that. And for all you happy people out there, what areas could you authentically, because this is about being authentically happy, and there's a science to happiness. I've been studying it for years, literally. But where can you experience greater happiness? All right. So think about that for all you happy people that's out there. But for those of you trying to regain happiness, or you're just trying to generate feelings of happiness, this is all for you. And this is not for shame. This is for you to really, really look at, like, where can I be happier? All right. So wherever you are on your happiness meter, I like to share 10 ways to have genuine happiness. You ready for it? Let's go. Start with your mindset. Start with your mindset. Your mindset is everything, and it is a breeding ground for happy or unhappy emotions, happy or unhappy feelings, or thoughts, or predictions, okay? Or even vision. So you will need to examine how you perceive yourself, how you perceive others, how you perceive yourself showing up in the world. So be thinking about all these different things that's taking place in your mind, and you're going to have to shift your happiness. And let me just say, mindset shift is an ongoing thing. It is ever evolving. And so even for people who are genuinely, authentically happy, choosing to have a mindset of abundance, choosing to have a mindset of contentment, choosing to have a mindset of happy and joy, you have to shift your mindset and send your thoughts and your words and your action in the direction you want to go. By changing your mindset, you can change your life. All right. So write down, this is number 2. Number 2, please do this. Please do this. And if you can grab something to write with, or use your device to take these notes, write down all of your attributes, your gifts, your talents, your skills, interests, hobbies, whatever makes you unique. Write that down. This is ways that you can generate feelings of genuine happiness. All right. Not just feelings of happiness, but you can be genuinely happy. Write down all the good things about you. Write down what you do well. What are you good at? Like, write that down. So by so doing, guess what happens? You elevate your happiness and positive emotions. It's true. It's so true. Write down the lessons you've learned. After you complete this assignment, write a declarative sentence. All right? Meaning you want to affirm and confirm your uniqueness. Own all your greatness. Own it. Own all of your greatness. It's true. We are so inundated with negativity, and we sometimes, as human beings, we focus on all the things that's not going right, all the things that we want to change about ourselves. Just let all of that go today. And I want you to focus on everything that's good about you, everything that is right about you, everything that is unique about you. And I guarantee you, when you fully bring your whole self to this exercise, you will begin to shift your happiness meter closer to very happy. And I want that for you. I want that for me. And I also want that for you. All right. So the first 2 exercises or examples are critical and critical. You got to shift your mindset. You got to be able to see yourself from a different lens, not just, superficially, but, like, you actually have great stuff about you. And I'm just inviting you to own it all. All right. Number 3, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because you can't trick your brain and saying that you're happy when internally you're not happy. So the reason why I'm saying doing a mindset shift and writing out these attributes and goals and all of the things that are just great about you is so that you can have this uniformity, what you are thinking and what you are believing and what you're saying. There's synergy there. You see where I'm going with this? So I don't want you to be thinking about, I'm just going to say these words, but I want you to sit in it. I've done it. Like I literally can bring out a pad of paper and I wrote down everything that is good about me, everything that I wrote down, my gifts, talents, my aspirations, things that I've done well. I promise you, just do it. Just try it. All right, let me move on. Create an environment of happiness and joy. If you got clutter all around you, get rid of the clutter. Clear out the clutter. Don't try to go build Rome overnight though. Start with a little section. Maybe it's your desk. Maybe it's your nightstand. Maybe it's a junk drawer. Wherever you may find clutter, clean that clutter up, because again, physiologically, clutter has an effect on your neurons, right? Your central nervous system is true, right? So be sure that you are decluttering and make sure that you are creating an environment. I have stuff on walls because to me, I like to not only say and hear and be, I want to see it. And when I need a little boost, sometimes you need a little charge. I can go to any one of my walls, or I keep things in my phone or in different rooms, just wherever I can get some just sparks of happiness and imagination and affirmation or confirmation. I promise you, do this. Change your environment, create the environment that you need so that you can thrive. All right, number 5, indispensable, your faith. What you believe, your faith, whatever your faith values are, whatever your faith tradition is, you're going to need that, because your faith, you've got to believe what you say. You've got to believe what you believe. And I believe, just from the bottom of my heart, that when you say and you believe in your mind, you're creating an environment internally and externally around you, you can make things happen. And then you couple that with your faith, wherever your higher power is. My higher power is God. I love me some God, the creator of the universe, the God who owns it all, right? And so I believe in God. And because I believe in God, I believe who God is. I believe who God is to me. I believe who God is to the world. And I believe that God is love. That means I have access to what God has access to. And believing that God created me, that you and we are fearfully and we're wonderfully made. And so your faith is going to be a big determinant around how you begin to practice happiness. Another thing, this was on my previous podcast, upgrade your circle. If you hadn't listened to that podcast, please go and find that episode, Upgrade Your Circle. So central and critical. Choose to be around people who are genuinely happy, people who can pour into you, people who can elevate you, people who are going in the right direction, people who have already accomplished the things that you want to accomplish. Make sure that you are upgrading your circle. And honestly, go listen to the podcast and then let me know what you think. Upgrade your circle. Let me move on. Number 7, service. Hands down, serving other people takes your mind off of your own unhappiness. So if you want to be happy, serve others. Having a heart of service is the best medicine for being unhappy. And the last one, we did a little bit of this earlier, is about self-inventory. Where might you be harboring envy, hatred, resentment, jealousy, discontentment, retaliation, all of those negative emotions and negative responses? Like, what are you saying to yourself? And worse, what are you saying to other people? Like, are you carrying all that negative energy in your home, in your workplace, in the marketplace? Yeah, let that go. Release. Do you need to take a deep breath right now? Woosah! Yes, take a deep breath and let all of that negativity go. And I know there's some real issues with grief. I know there's real issues of sadness, and that's not what I'm talking about, because those are real experiences. And if you are a person who has cultivated a strong and authentic sense of happiness, go pour into someone who can use your kindness today and your compassion today. And so today we talked about be happy now. We talked about ways that people are unhappy. We talked about benefits of being happy. And then we talked about ways that you can cultivate and practice happiness. And may I add, because I'm drawing from my own faith here, the Holy Scriptures give us plenty of illustrations and benefits of being happy. The word that's often used in the Bible for happy is blessed. Are you blessed? I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the field. I'm blessed when I come and go. Thank you, Fred Hammond. Right? And so we're already blessed. God has given that to us. But blessed or happy is he who finds wisdom, or blessed are those who are peacemakers. Blessed are those who are pure in heart. Blessed are those who trust in the Lord. Blessed and happy. So the Bible talks about how many different ways that we can show up in our relationship with God, in our relationship with others, and in our relationship with ourselves. So what actions are you willing to take today to become a happier person? You and me, we can choose to be happy now. If this podcast has been of any value to you, would you kindly follow, subscribe, and share? I am so happy you joined me today, and I look forward to our next episode of 3 Things on Monday podcast with Stephanie Strong. Have yourself the most amazing day. Take care.